Welcome to the Valley of Outlaws podcast with me, Will Flindle. A podcast for those taking the road less trodden, and a podcast for those seeking more. On today's episode, I'm joined by Rich Lamai. We've just had an amazing hour-and-a-half conversation, understanding what it's like being a person who has a vision of who they want to become and committing to it. Rich talks about the hurdles, how isolation and growing up through school gave him a drive stronger than anything else to try and build something and to be seen. He talks about his dedication to the gym. He talks about his dedication to himself and to always be improving as a big reason to why he is where he is today. This episode, I hope, will help a lot of you who are sitting on the edge of a wall waiting to jump or thinking they should jump into following their dreams, following their passions, committing to that thing they want to start. As Rich said, there's no better time than now. And hopefully, after hearing his journey and understanding how he's developed a mindset which makes him unbreakable, it might inspire you to start on the same journey. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Outlaw number 6. Outlaw number 6. How does that sound?
Outlaw number 6, man. Lucky number 6. I'm ready to delve into it, man. I'm excited to do it.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see what happens, eh?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Right, let's go straight in then. Right, in your own words, who are you? What do you do? And how do you end up doing what you do?
Okay, my name's Rich Lamai. I'm 26 years old and I'm a fashion designer from London. How did I end up here? Well, my brand's called AAMIL, first and foremost. My last name's Lamai, obviously, so that's Lamai, and AAMIL comes from, I just switched the names around, the letters around and stuff, and yeah. Once I came up with a name, it just became really close to me, because I felt like now, let's say some brands are named like, just based on like maybe anything random in a way. Like you got different brands doing well, like representing stuff. But once I made a name like AAMIL and I felt like it was connected to my last name, I just kind of had no choice. Because me and my brother were in like a car just randomly. No fashion experience, no design experience, no enough knowledge about the fashion world. But in life, you just need to just do it, man.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
So what was it about fashion that really kind of got you hooked? And why was that the move to make?
As a kid, like, I've always loved fashion. Like, in fucking school, non-uniform days and shit, I used to love just dressing up. non-uniform days and stuff. And I used to love just coming to school and like putting on the freshest clothes, and everyone's like, "Oh, Rich, love like clean up well," and all that shit. But I've just always been into it, like dressing well. I never thought I'd start a brand per se, but I've always been into just looking cool items, not necessarily like expensive stuff, but just things I thought looked cool. So yeah, like that's my interest, just expressing yourself through clothes. That's always been me. So I thought, why not create something where I can create emotions in people via my ideas and my interpretation of what fashion is to me. So I thought, let's just get started, and that's why I'm here.
Nice.
Yeah.
And would you say when you were at school, like fashion, you would describe as the most interesting thing about you? Was that your thing which you thought people would relate to you, or was it something you grew into?
Everyone sees me as like a gym guy. Do you know what I mean?
Really? I couldn't tell.
No, it's crazy because like, obviously like gym and fashion are like quite different worlds. You got fitness over here, muscles, and just that whole world. You got not caring too much here, fashion, cool, expressing yourself. But to me, like they're both similar in a way.
Yeah.
Because in a way, you're creating in both fields.
Yeah.
Fashion, you're creating clothes, cool, but it's still your mind having an idea and putting it out there to the world and releasing it. Yeah. Gym's the same. You've got an idea in your head, because some people might work out to be slim, to be ripped, to be toned, to be muscular. So like, it's like they're both art forms to me. Yeah. You think of an idea of what you want yourself to look like, and you put it out there to the world and just do your best to make sure that the best version of this idea is visible to people. So I've kind of done the gym thing now, and that's been sorted. I don't want to get any bigger.
Are you sure? You're still there every day.
Yeah, but I need to maintain it. You know what I mean?
Fair.
But then now that that's done, my real focus now is just really pushing this next dream, which is to be like a world-renowned fashion designer.
Okay. Well, before we get to that dream, let's go through the journey to get there.
Sure.
So you said you were in a car with your bro when it started.
Let's delve into that.
Yeah, let's go from that point, because I think that what's interesting to know will be mindset you had at the start. What was it which was like, okay, we could actually do this, which convinced you? What was pulling you? Those kind of things.
So my brother and I went to Paris for like just a crazy little 4-day trip.
Yeah.
And we went to like different clubs we'd never seen before, like where there were a lot of like fashion kids chilled out. Travis Scott's been there before and stuff. And we just saw people like expressing themselves like in clothes. I used to think only celebrities could wear certain pieces. But then when I went to Paris at the time, I was like, wow, it's like all these people expressing themselves and doing what they want. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I should do what I want. So I got to London and we were like waiting at the laundromat because our washing machine broke. So we went to like, we'd never been to a laundromat before, by the way.
Yeah.
We just went to put our clothes in, came back out, sat in the car for like 2 hours while we waited for it to like wash and dry. I was just like to him, like, bro, we've been talking about fashion, let's start a fashion brand. He was like, yeah, let's do it, boo. So we sat in the car, ran around different names for a while. Then I thought, actually, you know what? Let's use our last name. I said AAMIL. He was like, AAMIL? Like AAMIL. That doesn't make sense. I said, no, Jordan. AAMIL. He was like, oh, okay, I'm fucking with that. So then we were just like, from there, as soon as I got home though, because I've had many ideas as a kid, but then they always just like, they always fall off.
Why?
And that's,
can we go into that? Why?
yeah, because like, the difference between this particular endeavor and the past is like, this time as soon as I had the idea, I just literally went for it.
Yeah.
Normally I might chill a bit, think about the idea a bit more, like, okay, I'll start tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this time I didn't start tomorrow. I got home, papers, wrote the name down, and drew a bunch of designs.
Yeah.
And literally, that's why I feel like my advice to people wanting to start things that especially they're not comfortable with. Once you want to start something, just literally start it that second.
Interesting.
Don't start in an hour because you might forget. You might eat some food and be too tired and slumped, and you're gonna do it tomorrow.
Convince yourself out of it.
Yeah, start literally that second.
So what was that convincing pull that made you do it? What was the difference between this idea and the other ideas you had?
You see, with ideas sometimes, right? Some ideas just come to you and they just grab you.
Okay.
You almost feel it and you just feel like
magnetic pull.
Magnetic pull.
Yeah.
You feel it in your heart, in your mind. You're like, this is what I need to do. And I can't explain the feeling because I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but compared to where I was in the car that day, I've come so far. You get what I'm trying to say?
I love that, yeah.
And like up until that point, I had no idea what this was going to be like. So like, I feel like some ideas are just, you just want them and then you just have a feeling in your heart where your body kind of tells you you can't say no to it. Because a lot of people have ideas and their body and mind tells them no automatically in a way. But then this one just felt like, Rich, man, this is your calling. You're going to do great in this. You're going to meet so many cool people, do so many cool things. And yeah, so far the journey's been, it's been amazing, man.
Yeah. And it was in the middle of COVID you started, wasn't it? Or
Just before, yeah.
So how was that in terms of like getting into the business idea of having a global lockdown? How did you guys kind of like react to that, and how did it kind of knock you or push you further forward?
It's because like the first like few months before COVID, things are going well, obviously getting the name out there, building the brand, throwing a few events and stuff, releasing some pieces. But COVID kind of like, it struck, but then it was different because all of a sudden like you got more time to think.
Yeah.
You're at home.
Yeah.
More time to think, more time to plan, more time to like build on your creativity in a way. So like COVID kind of helped that because like rather than focusing on fashion like this, I kind of just looked at each piece as a whole.
Okay.
And then once I did that, my designs got a lot better. Sales just went up because each piece was selling a lot more. And like by focusing on actually making really cool, unique pieces, I realized that that's actually that's my niche in this market. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So COVID it helps a lot because like everyone's at home, spending power was a lot more because you're not going out and stuff, you're just chilling at home, doing your thing. And yeah, I could just create things that like really felt special to me. So like rather than focusing on like the holistic approach to fashion, I focused on more specific things and yeah, just took off from there. So
it sounds like COVID brought more authenticity
for sure. Yeah.
And that was the question I was going to ask. How do you maintain authenticity when you're building a streetwear brand? Yeah. It's that focus on the one piece at a time and not focusing on what other people want, but focusing on what you want.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I feel like with fashion or anything really in the creative field, whether it's fashion, music, you're creating art, anything, even if you just draw, for example, people came to you for a reason. Don't give them what they want. They came to you, this person in the world, for your ideas. The moment you give them their ideas, you fucked up, because now, who are they looking at? Who are they looking up to? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because right now, right, the brand's got about 10,000 followers, around 3,500 customers around the world who just buy a lot constantly, right? These people don't really want their ideas from a mill.
Yeah.
They want to see what Rich wants to make for them.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes my ideas might feel a bit outlandish to me.
Yeah.
Like I might stick some metal on some leather or some shit
Yeah.
because I fuck with it, but I sell it when it sells out. So I've heard Kanye say it before, like someone has to give the people what they want. People don't know what they want till they see it.
Yeah.
And if you just create something that everyone else is seeing, they're not really going to buy into your program or into your vision for fashion.
Yeah.
If you're creating things in your head where you have this crazy idea, it's a bit outlandish, it's a bit weird, but you give it to people, they're like, you know what, I respect it, I'm going to buy it from this person, because that's what fashion's about. It's about creating what is specific to you, what you want to put out there. And people need to see that. So yeah, that's for me, that's how I stay authentic, by just kind of thinking about what I want to do, what I want to make, and just making sure that I don't delve away from that.
It was kind of like that creative kind of area, something which you were really interested in when you were younger. Or was it something which came to you when you were
I was creative from really, really young. When I was like, how old was I? I was like 9 years old. I used to get on the computer and make like, it's like this some program where you can create drawings and make them move.
Okay.
Kind of like The Simpsons and Family Guy.
Like
I used to create my own, I used to 9 years old create my own versions of
Really?
that. Like real talk. I wanted to go into making animations.
Oh, really?
Like The Simpsons and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. I was obviously like 9 years old, so I didn't know what I was doing, but I could always draw from early on.
Yeah.
So I used to like draw them out, get on the computer, color them in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then create like moving pictures, like tell a story if it maybe for like 2-3 minutes long.
Sure.
So I was always like into just creating, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That was really, I would actually love to delve into that one day again.
Do you not feel you go into it enough?
Into
that creativity, and like, do you not feel you get the fulfillment you want from what you were doing with the kind of animation stuff?
Yeah.
Do you not feel you get that though from the clothing stuff?
That's true, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm just someone who wants to like, I want to just try everything before I die. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was really slim before I wanted to get big. I did that. I really want to make a really cool fashion brand.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Just anything. I used to sprint before.
Okay.
I just really just like anything I really find interesting, I try and push it as far as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go back to the gym stuff.
Okay. Back in the gym.
What was it that what got you to want to get so big? Was it an insecurity that you felt too skinny, or what was kind of the feelings of that?
It's like, I wasn't insecure, but like for a while, I never felt noticed.
Interesting.
When I was like 12, 13, 14, I walk into a room, no one really pays attention to me.
Interesting.
No one really like looked to me, remembered me in a way.
Yeah.
So like gym, I didn't start gym to get noticed, but then I just kind of found something where I loved it so much and I was passionate. And like when I did it, it brought me so much joy, but at the same time, it did make me noticed, kind of thing.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, I was a very slim kid, but then gym, it's just like I started it and I was quite young, like 15 maybe. And I was just like, yeah, this is actually, forgetting the external factors, like, this is something that makes me feel good and happy about myself.
Yeah. Once you get into it, isn't it? It's like a drug.
For real, and like, at the start, like, I didn't really care what people thought, because I just thought, you know what, I'm finally doing something where I'm improving, I'm consistent. It's just teaching me little disciplined things about life. Yeah. Teaching me to adhere, to keep going, to grow, and that if you keep sticking at something, eventually like results are gonna come. So gym, more or less, through sticking to the gym and like progressing and seeing myself become the person I had a vision about in the past, it's taught me that if I stick to things in life and other factors, no matter what it is, like even if it's a new habit or a new business venture or a new relationship, if you stick to things and just keep trying, they're gonna like, the outcome you want's gonna come. It can't not come. I'm a firm believer in like, things can't not come unless you give up.
Yeah, like that.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I agree with that.
Things can't not come unless you give up.
Yeah.
If every day you're moving forward 0.1%,
Yeah.
it's better than just sitting at home doing nothing. Yeah.
And was there it was interesting what you said there. I wanted to be seen.
Yeah.
So many of us want to be seen.
You want to be seen, man.
And so was that another kind of like, not a main reason, but another reason for why the fashion brand also is such an interesting place, because you are creating something for people to be seen, but also seen in your stuff. Is that one of those kind of like linking, I guess, not insecurities, but, you know, one of those linking drives?
I want to leave my impact on the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Visually, emotionally,
yeah,
financially, however I can, I want to leave an imprint of what Rich has done on the world.
Yeah.
I don't want to just die at whatever age I die and people remember like just a regular guy who did nothing.
Sure.
So like my thing kind of comes from, I'm trying to exhaust all possible fields that are like meaningful to me. Okay. So like self-actualization, that term. I feel like there's a vision of Rich in his head, and I'm not going to stop till that whole vision is complete.
Nice.
Rich in his head is a great person to people. He's very generous. He gives to people.
Yeah.
I need to do that. Rich is this person who sticks to the gym. Even if I'm hurt, I'm tired, can't be asked, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week, 4 days a week, right? I'm going to make sure this brand goes off. All my business ventures, I'm going to make sure they do really well. I just want to make sure that when I'm at my deathbed, that person who I am, I achieved it. You know what I'm trying to say? So I saw Dave Goggins' quote.
Yeah.
He was like, I saved it on Instagram. He was like, he gets to heaven. This is like if he stayed how he was before. Like, he's fat and stuff. And then God's like, Navy SEAL, this push-up record or something, lean. And he's like, that could have been you.
Yeah.
And enough people don't really think about that because the end will come.
Yeah.
What did you do while you were here to like make yourself memorable to the people that you were around?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I just want to like, I'm not selfish or vain. I just for myself, I want to achieve all these things and be the best possible version of myself.
Yeah, I love that.
And whatever that is to me.
How old were you when you first saw that vision?
I was about, that's the thing, the vision comes, but then
It evolves.
And so you're not confident enough to like take it in sometimes. I might be 16, I used to like run, I was into a gym, but I still didn't feel like I was near that person I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But I was 21, I turned my 21st birthday. From then, that's when I changed, literally. I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to be rich.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be who I am, unapologetically, and just keep going and just make sure I achieve all my dreams.
Yeah.
So around 21, 22, I really delved in and tuned into this person.
What was it that inspired you to be that person? Or what was it that allowed you to see that version of yourself, or allow you to see the version you are and then go, oh, I'm happy with this?
I think it's when I decided to start the brand.
Really? Okay.
The confidence from doing something so out the box.
Yeah.
So something that people didn't even associate me with. Imagine like, because people forget how scary it is to like start something before you start it. People see you and they see this picture of this person who's done a lot, but they forget what it's like before that when you're looking, and there's judgment, there's insecurities, there's being scared. But then once I got past the fear of not really caring what people thought, because fashion, you can fail easily. I fail every day, I win every day, right? But I could have flopped. But when I kind of went past that, and every single day there was like something, another barrier kind of stopping me. But the more I just broke these barriers down, I was like, wow, I'm doing it. So once I started that, I just kind of like, I had an air of like invincibility.
Okay.
Because I just felt like no matter what happens to me, good or bad, I'm just going to persevere.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach my goals and become the person I want to be. So I think when I decided to start the brand and actually pursued it for a few months, that's when I kind of changed with it. Okay. My demeanor, how I was as a person, how I spoke to people, because there's a confidence that comes from chasing things you really want.
Yeah.
You can't get that from really money, relationships, like material things.
Yeah.
There's a confidence that comes from starting something that you really want and actually like pursuing it on a daily basis. So I think I changed from that really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How influential were your parents in this? And like, were you raised to think outside the box when you were younger? Were you raised to be entrepreneurial, or were they very kind of like, you know, safety first?
It's
secure
weird.
That pension, secure that kind of like job.
It's weird because like my parents are like Nigerian parents, right?
Okay.
Nigerian parents want you to like follow like a specific route most times, like be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer or some shit. But at the same time, my parents are both very, very entrepreneurial.
Okay.
So it was like, while they told me to do this and be safe,
Yeah.
I saw them not be safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do they do?
My mom's like, she just like does buy-in. She like owns various different businesses. Even she does a bit of fashion too. My dad does real estate. He's done politics before. He just dips his toe in any market where he knows he can just make money and provide for his family.
Yeah.
So I've seen these people do that, and I think surely you can't think I'm just gonna like
Yeah,
follow a regular path.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like my parents, like they tried to keep me safe, but at the same time, it showed me what was possible by doing things outside the box.
Sure.
So it's like two different things they taught me, but it definitely played a part in who I am today, I think.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
In just that way, or is it in other ways they kind of influenced you?
They influenced me sometimes by like in a negative way.
Okay, that's interesting actually.
Yeah, because like by them making me like, by trying to make me so safe and stuff,
Yeah.
it kind of, when someone tries to put you down, not they wanted to put me down, but like they just obviously want the kids to be safe, right?
Yeah.
By following these regular paths. When it keeps being drilled into you, you kind of want to explode even more and venture into something unknown.
Yeah.
So I feel like by them looking out for me and trying to make me follow a regular path and constantly pushing for that, it made me like just push that way really.
Interesting.
And go into another dimension with it. Yeah.
Did you think that when you were at school you felt kind of isolated from other people? Did you feel like there's a lot of people who thought similarly to you when you were there?
No, because I've been to so many different schools. Okay. I've been to school with like the elite, richest people in the UK.
Yeah.
I've been to school with like the middle class at uni.
Yeah.
I've been to school with like the poor people in the UK, like year 7.
Yeah.
I've been to school with like the elite, richest Nigerians. So like, I've always been like a hybrid of all these different people. Okay. And like wherever I go, because I've never like stayed somewhere too long. Yeah. I was never like part of like the initial group in a way. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
An outsider a bit.
Yeah, I was always an outsider looking in. But like by doing that, I never really feeling too settled in my ways. It just makes me feel like I'm my own person. I'm like a lone wolf. Obviously, no man's an island, but like this mindset of like, okay, I go here, I'm trying to fit in, but no one's really letting me in too much. I go here, that I'm trying to fit in, no one's really letting me in too much into the popular crowd kind of thing. Made me think like, you know what? It puts a chip on your shoulder. Yeah. Because like when you're trying to like just like impress people and it's not working, you think, you know what? Fuck all these people, I'm going to impress myself. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And with that chip on your shoulder, you just want to constantly prove everyone wrong. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like that experience of like not really fitting in anywhere, always being kind of new, that definitely shaped who I am today.
Were you picked on for being new or isolated, or I mean, for example, how was it growing, like going into some of these schools, some of the most elite schools in the UK? Like, I presume it was predominantly white.
Yeah, for sure.
How was that fitting into something like that?
No, it wasn't great because like obviously people respect me because like I'm this like muscular person. Yeah. But then people just kind of don't really want to like let you in for the same reason.
What do you mean by that?
Because like, okay, cool, they fully think you're a bit arrogant. They just push you to the corner. Interesting. They might just try and do their own things without including you constantly. But then that happened to me a bit when I went to school. Yeah. But I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do my own thing. So I started hosting like parties with my brother cool. And then excluding certain people and then making it like a big crazy like house parties and stuff. Because even the parties like showed our creativity in a way. Yeah. It's just me not being really accepted or wanted, or me wanting to be in the regular crowd, to find another way to create a niche for myself. Yeah. I've always created niches for myself wherever I go.
Yeah, there's quite a habit here which is showing up, which is really interesting. Yeah. Like, as you said, you want to be seen. Yeah. That is like really interesting going through all this.
Yeah, you kind of notice it.
I can see where it stems from now because I remember seeing out of school loads of the if we had people coming for 1 or 2 years or people coming on scholarships, and they would feel super isolated from that kind of stuff, you know, especially if it's all boys as well. It's very hard to like really like allow different people in because it is such like cliquey and like boys, testosterone driven space.
It's just weird because obviously my school is mixed, but like the house is all boys kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. And it's like they don't hate you, but they just can't be asked to like really deal with you, get to know you. Yeah. So I don't know, like but I really thank God that happened to me because every time it was forced me not to be a regular person.
Interesting.
Because when you go to school with people, everyone who's like in a clique, Those are the regular people, whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
The people outside who are forced to think differently.
Yeah.
These are the people who end up later in life being different and unique. Because I see a lot now, everyone who's like in cliques in schools I've been to, they're just kind of following the same paths everyone else did.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. When you go back to your school reunions, I bet they go, what the hell? This is sick. Like, everyone's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing real estate, or I'm doing law, or I'm doing...
My dad's business or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. When you're a teenager, you don't really notice it. You feel bad.
Yeah.
But in your 20s, you realize that it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Well, I've said to a few people about when I was at university, I realised that I much preferred hanging out with the people everybody said was weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they are truly and more authentic to themselves, because they won't be peer pressured into doing other stuff.
For sure.
It's the big groups where the peer pressure's in, where people are all being sheeps to one leader.
To one leader, literally. And sometimes the leader's just a loser, man.
Yeah,
but they can't see it.
He's got more problems.
Yeah.
He's got more problems than everyone else, and he's hiding it.
Yeah, they can't see it. So like, that's why even when I was young, I've always respected the outcast. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not one to, even now that I'm in a position of like, people might see me as a popular person. Okay, cool. I'm never one to ever treat people badly. I treat someone I need something from the same way I treat someone I don't need anything from. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I treat the skinny guy the same way I treat the super huge guy.
That's good. So you treat me and Reese the same, basically.
No, but I do. Like, I show you love, I show Reese love. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because like, all I see are people.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, at the end of the day, we're just souls, aren't we?
Yeah, we're all souls, and like, who knows where someone's going to be tomorrow? I never sleep on anyone, because the same way I feel how I feel, someone else feels that way. And someone else is going to be, who knows what your future is? Yeah. I'm not going to treat you badly because I don't need anything from you. Yeah. I'm not going to treat him bad because I need something from him, because I'm just going to treat everyone with respect.
It reminds me of that saying, treat people well on the way up because they'll be treating you on your way down.
Literally.
Like that is literally it, isn't it?
It's just like, you can't go through life trying to please certain people and put certain people down. Don't do that. Yeah. Just show everyone respect, and if people don't show you respect, cool, that's their loss.
At what point in your kind of like educational life did you really feel like you started connecting with people? Or have you been very close-knit with your brother and that's been something which has allowed you to give real connection? Or have you got like a group of friends which at a certain point you connected with deeper and you felt like you were part of that?
My brother and I are super close.
Yeah.
Always been. He's only like a year younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm 26, he's 25.
Yeah.
I never really felt too close to people. I felt a lot of jealousy.
Okay.
Why? I don't know. In a lot of places I go to, I felt a lot of jealousy. Maybe it's the gym thing. Yeah. Because as certain men get jealous of people who work out a lot. But like, I've definitely felt that a lot. And like, people liking me, but then showing me a bit of hate in another way. Really? Backhanded comments. Really? Yeah, man, 100%. That's why I keep to myself a lot.
Okay. As a self-defense.
Yes, because like people like, they like me, they fuck with me, but they don't want me to succeed. It's such a weird feeling, man. When I meet new people like you, I get a lot more love than people I've known. I've got like a tight-knit group of friends, obviously my boys and stuff. Yeah. We're all cool. But besides them, like, I don't know. I get weird energy from people sometimes.
Ali said the same thing. Yeah. Ali said, especially in like the West and England, so many people don't want you to succeed.
It's crazy, man.
Like it's like they don't want you to be better than them.
They don't. And they're not doing anything either.
The irony is you've gone in the most competitive industry to start a brand where everybody wants to be better than each other.
Literally. But I don't know, like, that's why at the end of the day, you just need to just do you. Yeah. Really, because wherever people hate will show you love. Like, to me, I don't really care about the love or the hate. I don't really swallow up the love or try and take in the hate too much, because people don't really care about you. You can't really hang on to little comments here and there or drive you crazy, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah.
How important is it to you to hang around like-minded people then? Or how selective are you when you want to get closer to them that they have to be thinking the same way?
It's important, because when you're around I'm not someone who gets derailed easily, but if I'm constantly around the wrong people, eventually I'll get derailed. Yeah. Yeah. So like, the people you keep in your close company are really important, because those are the people who are either gonna elevate you or ruin your dreams, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like genuinely. And it doesn't always mean hanging out with someone who's doing better is gonna do better for you, because that person might show you things that you don't need to see.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're not always gonna come across people who are super for you. But you kind of do sometimes. And when you do have that feeling with them, you stick to them.
Sure.
You show them love, and it's reciprocated.
Sure. And you and your brother, you're on the same wavelength for where you want to go with the brand.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. We're both on the same mission. We both do what we can to push the needle forward a bit every single day.
Yeah. And
eventually, everyone's going to know what this brand here is.
Dude, I feel it. I mean, they do say the saying, never get into business with friends or family, but you've gone, fuck that, let's see what happens. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's because I think what's it's shown is that you've gone into business with someone who you've got your strongest connection with, who knows how you think and you know how he thinks.
Yeah, and you can't really beat that.
No. If
you're going to business with someone, it's a family member who you're not close with, fair, it might actually flop. Yeah. It might be a bad idea. Yeah. But it's like going to business with like your best friend in a way. Yeah. Who you can really tell things to. You don't need to sugarcoat things. Yeah, you call them out. Yeah. Let them know this, let them know that. Talk about business any time of the day. Sure. And in a way, it's like when you do it that way, there's nothing else to think about besides the business. Yeah. But if it's someone like a partner, who's like got strengths and stuff, but you don't know too well, you need to think about their emotional state, all these other things before you have a conversation with them. So business is business. Like who you go in with is important, but family can work if you're close with a family member and you understand each other. Yeah. What's the biggest challenges you've had when you were starting the business? That first year. Yeah. Fucking hell. Okay, let's go through this. And was it because you just didn't know anything, or was it? Yeah, I didn't know shit. Okay, so let's go through this, because there's a lot of people out there who I'm hoping get inspired by these conversations because they've got a dream, but they don't know how to make the first step. Yeah. And the first hurdle's like, oh, that's too much. So what was the biggest hurdle you had straight up, which was like, fuck, this is difficult? I remember I told you I got back from the laundromat and drew some designs, right? The next day I reached out to manufacturers, like 40 of them. Wow. They all said we can't do this because your designs are too specific and complex. Wow. So you can easily imagine reaching out to 20. Okay, cool. You might want to give up then. Yeah. 30. Yeah. 40. But I just created like another email on my notes, send it to like a few more. Yeah. And then finally someone told me you can do all of these things. Yeah. So back to your question, like that's a big obstacle, like in the first week. Yeah. And you can easily say, you know what, my life is cool right now. I don't really need it. Let's just forget this dream, right? Or you can just say, that's week one done of 100 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's like the first week of that's like the first 0.5% of your dreams been accomplished. Because now you kind of like got someone to help you start the dream. That's so cool, actually. That's a really nice concept. Yeah, it's like week one of 100 years is over. Yeah. Or if your brand lasts after your lifetime, week one of 1,000 years is done. Yeah. Because like I'm sure like with a Nike owner, he had a week one. We all have a week one when we start shit. And then just get past week one. It's like clocking into a job. Monday's done. Next day is Tuesday. Yeah, week one's done. It's week two next time. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Everything's an accomplishment then. Yeah, literally. And even right now, let's say I'm in like week 150. Yeah. There's going to be a week 1,000 one day where I'm really going to be like, okay, I've made it kind of feeling. But that's why I don't really let things get to me because it's all weeks to me. It's all days, it's all seconds, it's all minutes. Sure. So that was an obstacle that got sorted. Was that a mindset that you had at the start? Because I feel like you might have developed that as you were going through that. Oh, for sure. So at the start, can you go back to what it felt like when you had 40 manufacturers go, nope? It's really demoralizing. Yeah. You're going to want to just give up. Yeah. And 95% of people will. Yeah. So why should people not? What was it that kept you going forward? You need to have a pull. This is why things like vision boards are important. Interesting. Because like, if you're just emailing manufacturers, right? But then it's just your laptop and then they say, no, you close the computer. Yeah. The idea's kind of gone. But if you like you see all the visions you made, like the ideas you had. Yeah. The house you want, the life you want, the car you want. Yeah. You kind of think, you know what, let me go back to the computer. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So like, people think vision boards and stuff are like, it's all childish and just talk, but it's not. No. it's really what's going to drive you in those low moments.
It's a form of manifestation.
Literally. Conor McGregor speaks about it. Everyone who's made it speaks about the same thing. They had to have like a pool and something they can look back on and think.
So was that your first step? Did you guys do an actual vision board, or was it you just had a vision?
I did a vision board.
Okay, so what was on the vision board?
It's like, it was on my notes, right? I put like maybe 30 pictures.
Yeah.
Of like, then I screenshotted it.
Yeah.
Right? And then I just put like in vision board album.
Yeah.
And in that vision board, I just had things like nice trips.
Okay. So it was lifestyle stuff, not just like, brand stuff? Or
it's like, it's lifestyle stuff, it's brand stuff. It's like, I had like pictures of catwalks in Milan, just a bunch of different things where I'd be happy to really get these things done.
Yeah.
Even things just like people, there's a picture of a man like with his family. Okay. Just a lot of things that I really wanted, like.
In your whole life?
Yeah, in my whole life.
Wow.
So by looking at these things and like, even if like, it wasn't about necessarily the brand getting this for me, but then I knew the brand is going to be like my main hustle and the thing I really wanted. Yeah. So when I looked at this board constantly, it just reminded me like, Rich, man, come on, get back to it. Yeah. It's like a coach in a way. Yeah. It doesn't speak to you, but you feel it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, you feel it because like, if you close your laptop and forget your dream for the day and there's no vision board or no sort of just any board anywhere, basically, you're going to give up, man. Yeah. You will.
Yeah, okay, so week 1, we've had 40 manufacturers say no.
Yep.
Week 2,
it's just like they're asking me questions I don't know about.
Okay, so you felt out of depth.
Out of depth, bro. Like, ask me questions about fucking embroidery, patterns, measurements. I'm like, bro, should I just give up? You know what I mean? Because like, I was just in uni at the time. Like, I didn't really need to. Everyone's going out and partying. I could just close the laptop and just go out, drink and shit. Yeah. I'm like, so I need to research now. So I research, and now this is now more hectic and time consuming than uni was. Yeah. So I'm like, should I continue this? But I researched. I kind of like got familiar with terms, learned a bit, and I could tell them like how to make it now.
Brilliant.
So like every week there was obstacles to like real like crazy long things that made you think, what's the stress about? Is it really worth it? But then you can't just give in to those, man. And the vision board helps again.
Really? Okay, so that is your main motivator, really, isn't it?
The vision board. And also in the age of social media, seeing people who have done it already.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, you follow them, you go on a page, you see them like posted out in some crazy country designing in like fucking Colombia, some shit by the pool. You're like, that's what you want, Rich. So get back to it. Do you know what I mean?
They're hustling. Why
can't you?
Yeah. In the last podcast we had, Phil was on, and he said this great saying. He was a PGA qualified golfer. Yeah. He always said I wasn't the best golfer, and he said when he did his first events, it was about he kept getting full knocked down until he learned to walk. Yeah. And it was such a beautiful saying. Until he learned to walk, you just got to keep getting back up.
You literally.
And it seems exactly the same with you in this.
Yeah. It's just like, if it was easy, everyone else would do it. And that's a really common phrase, but it's true. Yeah. If it was easy, everyone else would just like start a business and make it successful. Yeah. If it was easy to go to a gym. Yeah. Because if you ask anyone in the world, I'm going to give you your ideal body, they're going to take it. Yeah. A girl or guy. Yeah. 100%. But no one's going to put the work in. Yeah. Whether your body's like super slim, bulked up, lean, whatever it is, ask anyone in the world what their ideal body is and you're going to get it for free, no money. Everyone's taking it. Yeah. Ask anyone in the world if you want that, but go to the gym 5 days a week for like years on end. People are like, nah. So like, if it was easy, people would do it. And once you kind of like, because all these quotes that you hear, people might be cringed out by them or like, they might think, it's just a quote. Yeah. But they mean something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The people who created the quotes said them for a reason. Yeah, exactly. So that's what, when it gets hard, I just kind of think, well, it's hard for me right now, but this is the point where other people give up. So
that's your drive to go forward.
Yeah. If some people give up here, that means I'm doing something. I'm going to get past something that's very hard.
How much do you think about those people at school who isolated you at that point?
It's just like, I do think about them quite a lot. Because like, I'm just like, they're going to just like, it's a weird one because they're not my driving force, but like, I need to prove them all wrong.
There's a question I've asked most people, and I'll do it now, which is, what is your driver? Are you running towards something or running away from something? I feel like you could be 50-50.
I was going to say it's both.
Yeah. Everybody says both.
It's both.
I've not interviewed anyone yet who says it's one or the other.
And what you're running from, it's different for different people.
Of course.
Yeah. For me, I'm running away from. It's weird. I'm running away from the person I was before, in a way.
What does he look like?
He was just like not confident.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go for what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Followed the status quo.
Yeah.
Did what everyone else was doing, and just didn't really create a mark in this world for himself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm chasing like my ideal version of myself.
Mm.
I don't really say ideal life, I'm ideal version of who I am.
Yeah.
So it's like, with those two things in mind, I just, like in my Instagram bio, it's never stop. I'm just never going to stop, man.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean?
Love that.
And if I'd never stop in my bio for like 4 or 5 years, I wouldn't take it out because I'm never going to stop. I just feel like if you keep going, anything you want's going to come.
How much of what you do now is now just become daily habit as opposed to career and like progression in that sense? Like the gym, it feels like it's just like it's like having a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much is your work like just having a meal? And it may not be.
It is in a way, because like I'm someone who I'm really weird, man. My girlfriend thinks it's weird.
God, this is getting gossipy. This is
no. I like literally start of every week. I make like my gym plan every single week.
Oh, really?
And I make my notes for like what Monday, Friday is gonna look like every single week.
Why Monday, Friday?
During Monday to Sunday, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
So the whole week.
Yeah.
So I literally make the notes for the whole week for like my day-to-day plan and my gym
work
plan.
And gym.
Work and gym.
Meal?
Not really meals.
Okay.
I freestyle that. But I kind of know I'm going to eat already in a way.
Yeah.
But like, it's because like by having these daily goals, no stone gets left unturned.
Okay.
If you just wake up every day and like just go through life, like just not really planning, you're going through life a bit blind in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
Genuinely, because by knowing what I'm training for like 7 days a week, it helps me to like stick to it a lot more.
Sure.
By knowing what my day is going to look like Monday to Sunday, I can kind of like plan things. I can still be spontaneous within that, but then all the key tasks for that week are always done by Sunday.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, like the next week might just pile up. You might skip a few sessions here and there. So like obviously I include things like going out and all these things. You need to be sociable and like balance and stuff, but by really sticking to like a rigid plan week in, week out, it really grounds you and just like it puts you on like the right path constantly.
Can you give an example of a day?
I might even put something like, okay, meeting of manufacturer a week in advance. I might put on the same day, okay, chest day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might put even call mum.
Okay.
So I don't forget.
Yeah.
Because like, while you're so busy being a gym guy and an entrepreneur, you might forget to call your
do the
mum.
essentials.
So it's literally very, once I do, I tick it off, bro.
Okay.
Because like, all these things are essential.
Yeah.
Calling your family is just as important as taking your business forward.
Yeah.
Or getting a fucking arm workout. Do you know what I mean?
Are you sure about that?
It's just as important. So like, I put the most, like anything important there. I might put even see friends, so I remember.
Okay.
Because I get busy sometimes.
Which friend? Do you describe which friends it is?
Nah. Yeah, it's just like very specific. Like anything you can think of, like.
It's really structured.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Even just like laundry.
Yeah.
Because like by having a list, right, you can always just achieve things in that week.
Yeah.
I've got a list for like the weeks.
Yeah.
I got like a list for like a year.
Yeah.
A list for like 5 years kind of thing. Obviously the 5 year and 1 year aren't as important because like they're not so daily.
Yeah.
But they're there. So I feel like having a list and just like structure to life sometimes really helps.
Do you journal at all as well, or?
I do a bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have a journal, but like I write down thoughts a lot that I'm thinking and stuff.
And what got you started doing that?
Just having someone to talk to, but then not
someone to talk to.
But not someone you want to really like hear back from.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Like talking in the mirror.
You want to talk in the mirror sometimes. You want to like let these feelings out.
Yeah.
And keep it there.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because like I might look back on like a little entry I did like a year ago, a year from that time, and be like, oh wow, so you've actually left that space you're in. And it's like, I'm progressing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like I do a lot of weird things, man.
How important do you reckon that is for men to do that? Because obviously we live in a world now where we're getting polar opposite kind of advice from people about what a man should be.
Yeah.
We're getting Andrew Tate saying a man needs to be a fighter, a man needs to be this, and there's lots of it I agree with. And then we're getting other sides going, no, a man needs to be emotional and open and in touch with his feelings.
You need both.
Yeah.
I understand Andrew Tate what he's saying. People might think it's weird for supporting Tate, but I get him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
For sure.
I agree. Definitely.
But at the same time, like, men do need to be in touch with their emotions, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why not?
Is that your way of being in touch with your emotions in the most obvious way?
Yeah, I'd say that is. I really.
What about with Jordan?
With my girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, I'm in touch with her too, to be honest. Like, I'm still, the thing is though, even she probably agree, I can't really emotionally let loose to her yet still.
Really?
For me to do that, right, I just need to be in an absolute trust zone with you.
How long does that take?
I don't even know. I never experienced it.
Really?
No.
What, are you with it with your brother?
I could tell him shit, but then not even like deep thoughts and feelings. I can't tell anyone that.
What is it stopping you?
I don't know. Maybe it's just like my upbringing, being a man.
The self-isolation kind of thing, spaces, and the reliance on yourself to deal with it.
I don't really express how I'm feeling to people.
Interesting.
No one.
Do you think that's a problem, or
Probably, yeah. It would help if I can do a lot more.
Yeah.
I need to learn to, but I don't, man. Genuinely. I wish I could.
That's a starting point.
Yeah, but I've never been taught to.
Interesting.
Or never like seen people do it.
What do you reckon the first step is?
Maybe just one day, just letting loose one day.
The tears are coming.
Yeah, but I haven't cried in like, I'm 26 now. God knows, maybe 10, 12 years.
I would say I was the same. If you took out kind of like some one or two life events from normal life, they're 100%. But I think it's a really interesting topic for young men.
Yeah.
Like trapping your emotions. It can lead to more problems.
Oh, for sure. It's just weird. Like women cry for anything. They're so used to like the tears just dropping, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes as a man, you wish you had that a bit.
Yeah.
But then it's just so many things telling you not to in your head. Like life experiences, stereotypes.
Yeah.
And you're not strong if you cry, you've heard growing up. Just different things like that. Like telling you not to do it. So then when the time comes and you do have those feelings, you just suppress them and go to the gym or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's we need to work on that as
who do you think are the best role models for men at the moment?
I think it's people have specific ones for themselves.
Who would be the best ones for you?
Role model. I'd say I've got like my dad's one.
Okay.
In terms of like, because he came from nothing and made it really far.
Wow.
Like he came from like the villages in like Nigeria somewhere.
And that inspires you.
Yeah, to see. I keep thinking if he could go from there and come all the way here, and he's put me here.
Yeah.
Why can't I go all the way there?
Yeah.
Genuinely, because he's tried hard, man.
Yeah.
My mum inspires me. She's had like health complications. She's made it through them.
Yeah.
She's fine. Like seeing two strong parents go through things, they just kind of like make you think anything's possible.
Yeah.
Forgetting all the people like other business owners I might follow.
Yeah.
Or like other sports people that I'm in touch with.
Yeah.
Seeing just hearing their stories too.
Yeah.
Like they might be in different fields, or like you might be a musician, a sports person, but like hearing what you've overcome to make it to where you are kind of inspires me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I say role models are like definitely my parents and like a few other people like I'm in touch with in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
I'm just gonna let you think this out.
No, I'm just looking. I'm just scanning my brain right now.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, besides my parents, like maybe other fashion designers.
Okay.
Because the thing with social media is that it allows people to tell their whole story.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you just kind of saw like someone on TV and that was it.
Yeah.
And you kind of just put them there. That's the TV person. It's
Yeah.
far away.
Yeah.
But with socials, like it lets you see that what you want, someone did it and it's doable.
Yeah.
It might have taken them 10 years.
Yeah.
But they still got it.
Yeah.
So when you see that constantly and like you see the life they live now, it really inspires you. You're like, you know what? This person did it. This person hasn't got two heads. They're just a regular man like me. That's my role model. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Represent brothers,
Okay.
I look up to them a lot.
So who are they, for people who don't know?
George Heaton and Mike Heaton.
Okay. And
They're
it
like,
represents their brand. And
yeah.
Okay.
That brand's about to make like 80 million this year.
Really?
Yeah. So people do things, man,
Yeah.
and they reach big heights. So I don't see why I shouldn't as well.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you short-term or long-term thinker?
A bit of both.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would say more long term because, like, I'm always thinking about the future, man. I need to stop and live in the present because a lot of things I wanted in the past, I've actually got them now. But I don't feel like I have, but I have. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I think people who are really driven do that.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend tries to get me to like take in the present a lot. And I should because when I was like 22, a lot of things I wanted for myself at 26 and like stuff I've actually achieved.
Yeah.
A lot of things I wanted last year I've kind of got now, but then they're all here, but I'm still thinking about, okay, I need to do this before I'm 30. But it's like, we can't keep doing that because I'm going to get somewhere. I have all the dreams achieved, be living the life and we wanted more. So I need to learn to be like a short-term thinker.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I need to learn to think about, even forgetting planning and business for a second. I need to just learn to like
Life.
live in the life you've created.
Yeah.
You created it for a reason. You worked so hard to get here. It's not the end, but like you're still in a good place you've worked hard for. Enjoy it. Stop thinking about the next step because entrepreneurs do that so much. They think about the next goal or the next mission, but you're actually living in the next mission right now. Do you know what I mean?
It's almost like the difference between like an unconditional, conditional love to
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's like you're giving a conditional meaning to the goals you want to achieve. And then when you get that from it, you go for the next thing. It's not just achieving it for it and then being present with that kind of thing.
Yeah, literally.
And you don't need anything back from it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's like it's not enough when it's conditional planning.
It's weird, like even like I had like an idea of like the amount of sales I like to get in like a year. It came and I was really happy.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking about how many more sales I want.
Okay.
I was like, bro, enjoy the sales you just
yeah.
made. You know what I mean? A piece for like a design I really love, like because with fashion, right? It's weird. You're putting out a piece of you into the world for like judgment, people to pay for, people to perceive and just take in, right? You create a piece you really love. You sat down drawing it. You play music, enjoying the process. You put it up, you're like, wow, I love this. You release it, it sells out. So many people buy it. And I enjoy it for like a minute, bro.
Really?
I post it on my story.
Yeah.
I just sold out and then I leave it. But why? Do you know what I mean?
Is that because it's all so digital? Like, because we spoke before about it when you've seen people in real life in your shit and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm so proud.
See, when I see that though,
okay.
I feel amazing.
Is that one of the big drivers to go for more as well, though, to have that feeling more?
Yeah. I think it's because, like you said, it's been all digitalized.
Okay.
When something sells out, right, like a jacket you loved, you charged quite a bit for it, but people in different countries were bored still wearing it on Instagram, right? It's amazing, but you need to kind of think that each person who bought it is an individual person. It's not just a name and an address. And a picture in your email saying ship it to this person. It's not just that. It's a human being that's on the other end of that. But I don't see that enough. When I'm out there and like someone comes up to me and like they're like wearing it, nothing excites me more than that.
When was the turning point for you when you started the brand where you were like, this is starting to work?
Like maybe like September 2020.
And what was it that was that trigger?
It's just like I was starting to put things out where people buying it en masse.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And like people I was getting really cool messages from people. Like a kid in I don't know what country it was. His dad messaged us saying, "Wow, my son loves your stuff. I got it from him for Christmas. He loves it. It's crazy." People saying this is the best jacket I've ever bought.
Really?
And when people like say that about something you create, it's feel like maybe I actually am a special person. It makes you kind of like reevaluate yourself and like you need to provide for these people now. Yeah. In a way. And it's just like when you just receive messages like that, like, yo, like I bought your t-shirt the other day. I love it. It's the best one I've ever got. It's like it's like an out of body experience in a way.
It's validating. It's
super validating. More than the likes or more than people just like being nice to you and shit, or like people bigging you up at a party. It's just like when people reach out to you to express gratitude for something they paid you for. it's like a really like humbling feeling. Like you respect it, you show them love, and like it just motivates you to like do that for more people. Yeah.
How do you
for
react
sure.
to people who come back and they're not happy? Because
Well,
I imagine that's quite hard to do the first couple of times. When people go,
Yeah.
look, we're not happy with this. And that's quite a hit to the ego in some
Yeah,
ways.
it's weird because truth be told, I've not got many messages like that.
Have you not? Have you had any?
It'd be like in total, it's never not happy. It's like a refund
Okay.
or like as an exchange, sorry.
Yeah.
Or like a refund because it's too small
Okay.
and they've got the smallest size. But no one's ever come back and been like, because I'm so like, I got attention to detail, really nitpicky when I make stuff. So I try and make it perfect the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not self-conscious about that or fearful of that?
Nah, just because once you decide to like start any brand, that's the life you kind of put on yourself.
Sure.
People need to judge you, bro.
Yeah.
They need to love you and hate you. Yeah.
Again, it's a really good point. People need to.
If you're going to be out here in the world, giving your art, because you do like the paintings you said, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to, I look at your painting right now, I think it looks dope, right? But then, even if I hate it, you have to take it.
Yeah.
Because you put it out there for me to judge it, didn't you?
It's the irony is, I say it, my aunt's an artist, and I said to her, you need to start creating art which actually people don't like and do like, because
for sure.
when you divide, it means you're progressing. You don't want something that everybody loves.
Nah, you don't, man. Because eventually they won't like it anymore.
Yeah,
that whole mass
It's
people.
boring.
Because like, literally, I'm sitting here, I see your art behind you. It's Will's art. I need to judge it, bro.
Yeah.
Now that you've put it out here, let's judge. You know what I mean?
Go on then.
Yeah, so like, obviously, I kind of expect. I don't really get many comments, like I said, negatively, but like, if I got one, I take it on the chin.
Sure.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
And it shows you as well that you're affecting the world. You're still affecting the world because you produce something. Someone criticized it.
Sure.
And now you got a reason to like prove them wrong and make them happier next time they buy from you.
How important is it to be generous as a business owner?
In what terms?
I mean, in the sense that obviously you've got really good products. Okay? You know, sometimes people, when they do these kind of one-off clothings, they won't accept refunds. They won't accept that kind of stuff. And because, you know, they've put a lot of investment into that.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to be quite generous to allow someone to give it back, trusting that there's no damage to it, and there's these kind of like it's still in its original kind of quality as you sent it out with that.
I'd say I'm actually super generous designer, business owner, because I always put myself in their shoes.
Yeah,
I buy clothes too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone spends £200 on a jacket from you, that's a lot of money they've put into your idea. So like, let's say they get the jacket, or they get it too late, for example. Like one time we made some jackets, right? And they came like 3 months later. People did orders one day, expecting like next day or 3 to 5 day delivery.
Yeah.
They came 3 months later. And all the customers were like, they were complaining. They didn't want a refund. They just wanted the jacket.
Yeah.
So when I sent the jacket, I sent like an extra piece with it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? An extra piece and a note apologizing kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then something that's like, this is like the middle ground, right? It got this bad. And if they just got a jacket, it would have been this good. But now you've gone from this bad to this good.
Yeah.
They got the jacket, you treated them right.
Yeah.
And you gave them an extra free piece.
Did you say at the start it was going to take that long to receive it, or was it?
No.
It was just unexpected.
It's unexpected.
This
It's
is-
like I couldn't
this
do
is
anything
another
about it.
hurdle.
Another hurdle.
Okay.
Hurdles even happen when you've semi-made it.
Let's go through that. So they had all the orders, and suddenly the manufacturers said, we can't deliver this on the time frame we said.
On the time frame.
So how do you react to that?
You panic a bit.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, oh shit, you're worried.
Okay.
You're trying to plan around it, different things, but then you just can't always do it, man.
Sure.
It's out of your control sometimes. So at that point, you have to just like do damage control.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage control in fashion sometimes.
It's customer service,
Customer
isn't it?
service, yeah. Just reach out to them, let them know, be honest.
Yeah.
And eventually, because I see each customer as like a lifeline for myself.
Okay.
Right? Let's say you got 3,000 customers, right?
Yeah.
And each 3,000, let's say they each paying £200 for a jacket, yeah?
Yeah.
They pay it for one jacket, right?
Yeah.
The next time you drop, right, you need those 3,000 people to support you.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
So to me, a returning customer is more important than a new one. Because that's the person who's going to keep supporting you and keep paying your rent.
Yeah.
Keep giving you money in a way.
Yeah.
So like, I never like treat customers badly. If you bought from me like 10 times, you got more value to me than I do to you.
Yeah.
because now you're someone who consistently, whenever you love my ideas so much that you're going to keep giving me money for these ideas.
Yeah.
So I would treat you with the utmost respect. I'm going to offer you like discounts going forward. I might send you a free piece here. If something goes bad for you, I'm going to make sure I rectify it.
Yeah.
Because these are the people that we need to forget sometimes that you're this big brand owner, cool, whatever, but at some point you had like 10 followers and no one's supporting you, bro.
Yeah.
You're making like nothing really.
Yeah.
But then some people believing in you, they kept buying.
Yeah.
So you owe them just as much as you owe yourself.
Yeah.
Genuinely, because when everyone else is saying, no, I don't want it, these people were like supporting you, buying from you, coming to your events, coming to your parties and showing love. So in a way, they're like, these people who do that for brands are unofficial stakeholders, unofficial investors in the business, but they don't know it. Yeah. Because they've done so much for you. But they don't know it, but you know it. So by knowing this and seeing this name reappearing so many times, you need to show them like love for that, 100%. So back to your question, I'm definitely generous to my customers, and I make sure that they're happy with the product, they're looked after, and they're proud to wear my brand. So they bought from you. You need to show them love, 100%.
And did I see that you guys did a pop-up Oxford Circus one?
Yeah.
When was that? That
was in October 2021.
So how did that feel when loads of people rock up to that?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because this is my thing, like, I don't get nervous, but I know when I should be nervous.
Sure.
And that was a time when I knew I should be nervous, because you could do that. No one could come, no one could buy.
And also, you're not hiding behind the computer selling.
Nah, you're right there. You're in your clothes that you've made. You're chilling, your friends are there, and you're exposed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then that literally, I'm so thrilled by that.
Yeah. Being
exposed really like inspires me and like motivates me, because like I'm someone who doesn't have fear anymore. Yeah. Just from all these things I've experienced, like through owning the clothing brand, the fear's gone, bro. That's why I can talk to anyone. I can reach out to anyone. I can do anything I want, because like so many fears have just been like dealt with that I feel like fear's not real anymore.
Yeah.
It's not. All the fears I had, I dealt with them. So how can I be scared of something new?
Have you got rid of all kind of like self-limiting beliefs you had?
For sure.
Yeah.
If I have an idea, I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
I know it might not come out tomorrow. It might take a year, 5. I don't care.
Yeah.
I know now that life is about doing what you can to make yourself happy and going for things. I really know that now. So like the pop-up was a success. Like people came, a lot of stuff got sold. There's record-breaking month that month. You know what I mean? Like Ezra Miller, The Flash came.
Yeah.
Crazy. I shook hands with him. He bought my jacket. I got a jumper from him.
Nice.
That I've kept in my wardrobe.
Very cool.
So I'm just going to keep that. But he's a bit in the news, a bit crazy right now.
Yeah.
But it's still The Flash. It's like Spider-Man.
What does it feel like when you've got people in the public eye starting to really connect with what you're creating, and you know, people who've got influence, who you value their kind of support?
It's dope. It's cool because like it's one, cause I never send stuff to people and like pay them ever. I never done that since I started.
Yeah.
Like paid an influencer or like a celebrity to wear my stuff. So anyone who I'm posting wearing it, they just liked it.
Yeah.
Right? So I believe my stuff is that unique. You can just buy it and like it.
Yeah.
So like that really, at the start, that really it motivated me more.
Yeah.
But now it's a lot more. When I post it, it kind of like excites other people more than me.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I post one in my story, and then the people that follow me might get excited by it.
It validates the brand.
Yeah, it validates the brand. But that's why it's super important. That's why Balenciaga might want Kim K front row of their show, because these people being around your brand pushes it further. So yeah, I love it. Like, sometimes I get like really like cool customers that are like, you know, the Vamps, right?
Yeah.
One of their members bought a jacket one time. I didn't even know.
Really?
Until he tagged him, and I clicked on the story. I went, oh shit, that's the Vamps guy.
Yeah.
And I shared on my story. He like showed me love, replied like, I love your stuff. People replied, but like, it's like you never know who's actually buying your stuff, because you don't know everyone's name.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like seeing people like that buying it, and like just like one day you check the tag, it's like someone cool. You're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Like your imprint that you thought about is really out there in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dope, bro. Like I love every aspect of this fashion thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And going forward with planning and growth and where you want it to be, How restrictive or unrestrictive are you on dreams of what it could be?
I just want to take it wherever it goes.
So you don't really have an end destination at the moment? Okay.
I don't think you can really.
Okay.
Because like, you can say you want to hit like 100 million in sales 1 year. That would be fucking incredible, obviously.
Yeah.
But then you're still gonna have to do something else the next year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to do it forever. I just do every day, just make it as big as possible.
Yeah.
Some days it might 1,000% just go big. One day might be 1%, but like, there's no real end goal to it. Just like making sure I did what I can to make it huge and special. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It's that consistency, isn't it?
Yeah, consistency, going through the heartache, going through the hard times, and just each time just knowing that I'm still known as the guy who started that brand. Because I'd hate to like 5 years time, people are like, oh, how's the brand? No, I stopped it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I literally rather kill myself.
Really?
Genuinely.
Wow.
It's just like, I'm not someone who wants to start something, get far in it, and then just give up, man.
Yeah.
Because if, obviously myself doing that would hurt, but then hearing other people kind of know I've done that, that would break my heart, bro. So the goal is just to keep going. Just never stopping, man, and just see where I can take it.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave, keep riding it, just keep going, literally.
How consistent were you before you started going to the gym? And turning up for yourself and turning up for work and turning up for...
I wasn't that consistent.
So do you think that as a foundation really helped you?
Yeah, a lot of gym goers, no matter what your field in gym is, say that going to the gym, whether it's the gym, running, swimming, whatever you do, right? It kind of rolls into your actual life, and it's true.
100%. I think there's statistics which show people who are fitter are far more successful in life.
It's true, man. Because like, kind of sticking to these goals and these plans on a daily basis, you can't not do it in other fields in life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't just stick to gym and then not stick to other things.
Yeah.
You can't just like persevere and deal with like setbacks in gym and not apply it elsewhere because that's not how the brain really works. The brain gets used to it through gym.
Yeah.
You have pain, you see pain, and then you end up having a great result from that pain.
Yeah.
Right? You overcome it.
Yeah.
So like, by people that apply the principles of the gym end up doing well in life. And I don't feel like there's no gym goer who's not going to be at least successful in some way.
Yeah.
In something they're trying to do, because gym teaches you that.
Yeah.
It teaches you that if you just keep going and keep persevering, your goals are going to come.
Yeah.
It teaches you that pain is temporary.
Yeah.
It teaches you that fear is not real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, the gym's important, man. Whatever way you choose to work out, it's just like you're looking after your body, you're looking after your mind. On a day-to-day basis, you're achieving stuff and like you're keeping yourself in check.
Is it your biggest challenge?
Going to the gym?
Yeah. And doing that, the weights you do at the gym, is that, or is it now got to a point where it's just, you've achieved such a good level of fitness from the gym that it's not that much of a challenge?
Yeah, right now it's not a challenge anymore.
Okay.
It was at the start when I had a goal of what I wanted to look like, but I didn't have it yet. Everything in life's like that. When you have this goal and you're working towards it, it's so hard. But like at this point right now, it's just like, it's day to day.
Yeah.
It's like having breakfast.
Yeah.
I know for some people, going to the gym is like a huge struggle. Like, oh fuck, I've missed. I need to go today. But like for me, it's like, nah, it's easy. So like for me, I'm just maintaining the goal I had a long time ago.
Sure.
And then trying to, what's it called? I'm trying to pursue other things and take those things to the levels I got to here. Yeah, for sure.
How do you ground yourself as a person outside all of this? Because obviously when you have a big boom with the work and, you know, you're feeling good, you're looking good in the mirror, all that kind of stuff, how do you step back and are like, okay, let's not overinflate ourselves?
Oh yeah, for sure. I do need to do that. Because
what,
like
now?
No. Like, I mean, I need to, on like a daily basis, I need to. Because like,
it's a practice.
I do it. Because I mentally like do it in a way, because like I remember what it was like to not be this person. I always remember that. I remember that I built this person, so I didn't come out of the womb just like this, right? It's a memory of who I was before, is always there. So when I come across other people, that's why I'm so friendly to people and give everyone a chance, because I know what it's like to not be here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got that memory really etched in me because I felt it for a long time.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to not be the person I am right now.
Yeah.
So I'll never ever like have a big ego about it.
Okay.
I'll always show love, always give a hand out,
Yeah.
always be nice and respectful, because like it can all go one day, bro.
Yeah.
And all you have left are how you treat people. Literally.
Exactly.
If it all disappears and it's all like down the drain, people are gonna remember how you were to them. Were you nice? Were you mean? Were you annoying? So it's important to just be level-headed no matter how far you get in life, for real.
And how much does like Jordan in your family drive you as well to be the best version of yourself?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
My family, my girlfriend, like they all drive me just to like keep going, man. Because sometimes it gets hard, man. Just like you want to rest up a bit, things aren't going your way, but hearing someone just like tell you to keep going, as much as you're a driven person yourself, it just pushes you even further.
Yeah. I saw a quote which said, find someone in life who believes in your dreams bigger than you do.
Yeah, for sure. And I got some friends actually, and my friend David,
Yeah.
he like we're in a taxi one day heading to some event or something, and he would just tell me about my brand from an outsider's perspective.
Yeah.
Because you never see that when you're dealing with people, dealing with influencers, dealing with customers, creating like, you see so many exterior things that you never really see your brand as a whole ever, right? He was telling me like, bro, like honestly, because he buys everything I put out.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah, and no discount, just buys it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've got so much respect for friends who support their friend's business and don't ask for mates' rates.
For sure.
Because the confidence that gives you as the person who started it.
Literally. To know that someone so close to you, it's just see so much value in what you create that they're just gonna pay full price.
Yeah.
It's important. But he was just telling me like, bro, like, because he just sees everything I post up, like all the people wearing it, the things selling out, this and that, the new pieces. He's like, bro, what you create is amazing. Like, love man to man. I've got so much love for what you're doing. Like, he just became emotional to me about it. He didn't need to. I didn't ask for it. We were just talking, and he was like, bro, what you're doing is just so inspiring. Honestly, he said to me, honestly, I wish I was doing what you were doing. I wish I was in your position.
How do you respond to someone when they say that?
It's heartwarming, man.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming. It's hard to hear at the same time, but like, I just want to get so far where I'm in a place where I can just like bring all these people I'm around up to.
Bring with you to your level.
Yeah, for sure. That's my plan. Like, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4 close friends.
Yeah.
Who like when I do finally like make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like just put them in positions and shit and just help everyone out.
Director of photography. That's
Literally
taken.
something.
Sorry, guys.
Something that's just gonna pay you banks over
All
there.
the good jobs, basically.
Yeah, everything crazy.
Is anyone going to be your personal secretary?
It's because like these people like during the low times they just supported you so much. Do you know what I mean? You can't forget that.
I think also when you're building something like this, it doesn't go unseen how much that kind of support drives you further.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That is part of your foundation more than the life sometimes. Sometimes it gets so difficult. You're like, oh, it's too much.
Yeah.
And it's those people outside who push you back inside, which actually give you that energy again to go.
Yeah, for sure.
So important to find, I think.
It is like, it's just like hearing these people and like knowing that if someone wasn't buying my stuff but telling me this, I'd be like, okay, cool, I get it. But if someone's putting the hard-earned money into your brand and telling you at the same time, you need to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because they genuinely mean that. And they're proving it with the words and the financial power too. So yeah, that was lovely to hear, bro.
That's awesome.
Genuinely.
Yeah, I bet.
Because sometimes guys don't really express themselves like that to me.
Yeah.
People tend to hold back a bit with me.
Yeah.
They think maybe my ego's really big or something. I don't know what they think.
Why do you keep saying that? You said that twice now.
I just feel like because I'm so driven, man.
Okay. And self-confident?
Self-confident, like, I'm not mean at all or anything, but like, I just go for what I want unapologetically, right?
Yeah.
I think as people see that, it might make people a bit like put off me.
Okay.
Because like, they see someone who's like really trying to really pursue things in life and achieve a lot. And it's bound to like make people a bit jealous in a way.
Yeah.
If you leave people behind in a way, they might hold a resent towards you.
Yeah.
Even if you did nothing wrong to them.
Yeah.
Even if at the start you were the same place, you showed them love, but you've gone far. It's just life, man. So like, I appreciate the ones who can like see me for me.
Yeah.
Not many people see me for me.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm in the gym working out and I'm like frowning because I'm lifting a heavy weight, bro. I can't smile and lift this weight. You know what I mean? But like, as soon as you come talk to me, I'm gonna smile at you and talk to you because that's just how I am as a person. But like,
when you see me in the gym, you go, for fuck's sake, here he is. I'm going to miss half my work. I'm going to be here 20 minutes later now because we're having a chit chat.
But I'll still talk.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? For sure, because like, I treasure things like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Connection.
Connections, vibes, like friendship. It's important, man. You can't just go through life chasing dreams all the time and stuff. Yeah, so like, I like when people see just me for me rather than like kind of prejudge me in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to flip my questions around because usually I end with two along these. So the first one I want to ask is, what's your advice to people looking to start their own business, looking to make the first step? What's the first things they should be looking to do? What should they be trying to follow?
Yeah.
What's your kind of advice to that? And then just at that point, we're like, I've got an idea, but I'm scared to make the step.
My advice to someone who is trying to start their own business, start their own craft, start their own like anything, whether you're trying to make music, clothes, furniture, whatever it is, man. Even if it's sport, whatever, just anything you're trying to do where it's all based on you, right? Mm-hmm. It just sounds cliche, but just start. Please just start. Mm-hmm. That's all I can say to you, because I can say like, change your mindset, blah, blah, blah. That all comes later. That's all part of the process, right? I can say do this, do that, add this, add that, but those things will take time. Yeah. The only thing that you can actually do right now is start.
Yeah, the hardest thing is to start.
Yeah, because once you start, I say this to people. I say like, once you choose to start, you're in the game now. Mm. You're like part of this world you want to get into. Mm. Like, let's say imagine the fashion world, for example. It's here, right? Once you choose to start, you open the door and you're inside the first level. Play the game. It's like a maze. You can play the game now, bro.
Awesome.
Enter the door, close it. Let's go. Do you feel me? So like, any field you want to get into, open the door, walk in and get to business, man. Because like, until you open the door, you're never going to know what to do. Until you open the door, you're never going to see clearly. Until you open the door, you're never going to have that drive. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So just start. Literally, like, wake up one day, once the idea's in your head, get working on it the next second. Don't wait 2 seconds, bro.
No, I love that.
You wait 2 seconds, you're going to forget.
Yeah, I love
You wait 2 seconds, you're going to remember that you got work tomorrow. You're going to forget it. You wait 2 seconds, you're going to remember it's your mum's birthday. You're going to get a present. You're going to go to the party. You're going to forget your dream.
Yeah.
Literally. So if you want to start something, start literally as soon as you want to start. If you want to start now. Because like, there's no other time to start. Because if you start now and then it's taking 50 years, it's still going to take 50 years, right? If you start tomorrow, it's 50 years in 1 day. 2 days later, 50 years in 2 days. Just get started, man. Who cares? And my other piece of advice is, who gives a fuck what people think? That's the main advice you need, actually.
That's number one.
Stop caring what people think, bro. Who cares? If you want to wear something, wear it. If you want to do something, do it. If you want to do something that's really out your comfort zone, that doesn't suit you, bro, who cares, man? Life is too short to care what people think, genuinely.
Let's head to another question. What expectations have you set in yourself before, which you've kind of got rid of, or you've gone, this is ridiculous?
In terms of, explain that question.
So sometimes in life, people, they have a dream or they have a vision and they have this expectation of how you think you should be or how you think it should go.
Yeah.
And you get to that point and they go, that was ridiculous to expect it like that. Or that, if you don't get to the point, it leads to anxieties and kind of like stresses and depressions if it doesn't go how you think it is. Have you had that experience, that where you've set an expectation with the brand starting off like, this needs to feel like this?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've had so many of those.
Yeah.
But like 2-year goals, 3-year goals. But then as each one doesn't get achieved, but then let's say you don't achieve one, but then somewhere else you didn't think about gets achieved, right? it's like we all focus on the wrong goals sometimes. You might want this, but then this happens here, which is just as good, but then it's not the same thing. Don't set expectations, man.
Okay.
Just start every day, learn every day, like adapt every day.
Yeah.
Literally try and soak in as much positivity as possible every day and just keep going. Like research, talk to people, network, create, and eventually everything is all going to come together.
Yeah.
You might even change your name in a year.
Yeah.
You might have this brand name now, you might change it in a year. So you can't really, if you think, okay, cool, I want to do this and this with this brand name.
Yeah.
What happens when you change it in a year? So it's different.
Yeah.
So like, keep going, start and just like keep progressing in any way you can. That's my main thing. Don't set expectations.
Little steps.
Little steps, stay level headed and just keep persevering.
Yeah.
Another piece of advice, perseverance is so important.
Yeah.
Hard work, perseverance and patience.
Yeah.
These three things.
Patience is so important.
It's so important. Be hardworking, be persevere, and be persistent so you don't like when you come across like obstacles, you get past them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, be patient, bro. Because if you're hardworking and you persevere, but you're not patient, then you're gonna be always just like itching for it, and you might just make mistakes. It might never come. If you're too patient and not hardworking, obviously we know what's gonna happen there. Yeah. Fuck all. If you're persistent but not persevering, that's another issue too.
Yeah.
If you work hard but you only work hard sometimes. So if you just work hard, persevere, stay consistent, and most importantly, be patient, your time is gonna come. Every dog has its day, literally. That's sayings for a reason. Someone's in the limelight right now, but just keep making plays, man.
You're in a queue.
You're in the queue, literally.
Join the queue.
The light's not on you, but I imagine it like, you watched Lord of the Rings before?
Yeah.
The Eye of Sauron. One day it's gonna touch you, bro. That's your time.
We don't want him to touch you, though.
We don't want him to because
I get it.
It's fucked from there.
Yeah.
But like, the light's gonna come on you one day.
Yeah.
As long as you stay in the game, you're patient, you keep working on your craft, you keep persevering, one day your time in the sun's gonna come and everyone's gonna be shouting your name.
Yeah.
But if you don't do all those things, that time's never gonna come, really. Yeah. So I feel like if you just want something in life, like anything, whether it's a business, whether it's like anything you want to do, just stay consistent, stay patient, persevere, and eventually it's gonna come. Keep making plays constantly. Keep moving steps forward, because they always say be prepared constantly for your day always be prepared for like your day in the limelight. Yeah. But you can't be prepared by just waiting there. Yeah. By doing all these things I'm speaking about, right? When the time comes, you're gonna be ready for it. Yeah. Because you might not be having what you want right now because mentally the world knows you're not ready for it yet. Yeah. The universe knows you're not ready. But eventually the universe is gonna come to you, and by doing all these things constantly, you're gonna be ready, you're gonna take the opportunity, and the world is yours at that point. So like, people need to stop being like down bad about not making it yet. Myself too, because I got big goals I haven't got yet, but like, I'm still just gonna like push the needle forward constantly. Yeah. And one day, if you keep making plays, it's gonna shine on you, man. Yeah. You're gonna win the game. Yeah. Literally.
The more you're talking, the more questions I've got. Okay, the universe. I want to delve into this. How much do you believe in that in terms of like you putting out an energy or a frequency of the person you want to be, and it can respond in that way?
I believe in that wholly, bro, because it's crazy. Like, let's say you leave your house, right? You're feeling confident that day. Everyone starts looking at you. You're thinking, oh, they're looking at me for this reason. You're feeling cool. If you leave your house feeling bad, right?
Looking at the street.
Looking at the street and people look at you, you feel like, oh shit, why are they looking at me? What have I done wrong? So the aura you create for yourself and push out is so important, because the aura you create and push out is what people receive and push back to you. The aura you create and push out is what people receive and push back towards you. If you leave your house feeling confident, chest out, feeling great about yourself, people you bump into and talk to are gonna feel that way about you.
Yeah, I was taught that by one of my teachers. Said, he said, "You're a mirror.
Literally,
so the way you see yourself is the way it's reflected out to the world."
100%. Literally, like, we're all mirrors, man. If you walk out confidently and just expect to be like loved, you'll be loved, and more opportunities will come your way. Yeah. So like, just always try and like, whilst like keeping to it, try and just do that, because the universe rewards that. as well as the universe rewards people who like work hard and stay persistent and like persevere and stuff. But like, it's the little things like just loving yourself a lot.
Yeah.
If you love yourself, others will love you.
Yeah.
If you hate yourself and you nitpick yourself constantly, when you leave your house, right, you're gonna think people see that version. It's like crazy. Sometimes you might wear like a really nice outfit. Everyone compliments it. You might think it's the outfit, but it's just the energy you radiated that day. You might wear an outfit you hate. You might feel terrible. You might leave. No one compliments it though. It's the same outfit, but because you're like, your energy is low, you're looking down, you're a bit moody, like you're
self-doubting.
Yeah, self-doubting yourself. People are not gonna, what's it called? People are not gonna praise you and stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the outfit or you. It was just how you created yourself
energy.
that day.
Yeah.
So I feel like the people are the universe, and how the world reacts to you is the universe, right? So creating a version of yourself where you're happy, you're energetic, you're bubbly, you're this person brings a lot more your way.
Yeah.
So I definitely believe in like the universe, and manifestation does the same thing too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's all connected with that.
It's all connected. Like if you truly believe something day in, day out, work towards it, align yourself with it, and just like really believe that's for you, one day it's gonna come. 100%. If you keep thinking, it happens sometimes, you think about something like a yellow car and you start noticing all the yellow cars on the road.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You start to see it.
You start to see it. You think about this so much, you just start to see it more, and the opportunities come towards you, man. Genuinely.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Some really good advice there.
Yeah, for real, man. Just see the world how you want to see it, and it will literally reward you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real talk, man. If you see the world as a crazy, dark place, it's going to be dark for you.
Yeah.
If you see the world as a lovely place full of opportunities, then one day those opportunities are going to come your way, and they're going to reward you for all the things you've done. So life is really what you make it.
Yeah, that's lovely.
It's like it's a common phrase, but it's really what you make it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Genuinely.
You're the curator of it all.
You're a creator, man. Literally. You kind of control how people respond to you.
Yeah.
What people do around you. You create all that.
Yeah.
So don't ever like just put yourself down, look down on yourself. There's no point, man. Enough people are going to do that anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
People are going to hate you or love you, but you need to love yourself. Never not love yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Literally.
Okay. It is the last question, but there's going to be one at the end as well. But this is the big one. I presume you're going to want to have kids.
Yeah.
So what is the one lesson you'd want to teach your kids or make sure they understand growing up?
I'd say just learn to love yourself, man.
Yeah.
I think everything starts from loving who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can love your family, your girlfriend, your job, your career, whatever, but there's only one you, bro, in the whole world. And you need to wake up in this person every single day. Literally, every single day you need to be Rich Lamai for that day. I can't be anyone else. I can wear a mask, but I can't be anyone else. You know what I mean? So like, once you learn to just love yourself, the world becomes an easier place.
Yeah.
Love yourself unconditionally, literally. Even if you look bad, you look great. Just love yourself, man. And I'm sure, like, I tell my kids that if you love yourself, the world will love you back.
How do you love yourself?
I think you need to learn it.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously, like,
perfect.
I'm not going to tell teenagers, because teenagers go through too much, man. I can't tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But, like, over the course of years, I've just learned to, like, I realized this is the only person I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah? So while I'm working on being the best version of this person, I need to love who it is right now.
Yeah.
So I need to just love, like, speaking as me, waking up as me, just be me. And then when you learn to love yourself, it opens so many more doors because the energy you radiate is so much better.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I don't know, learning to love yourself, it's a hard one, but it's learning to accept yourself first. To learn to love yourself, you need to learn to accept yourself.
Yeah, that's powerful.
You might be 5'2", right?
Are they that small?
You might be 5'2" and chubby. You might be 6 foot and chubby, right?
Yeah.
Whoever you are, just once you accept who you are, you love it, and then just move forward.
Do you love... I've got so many more questions. Do you love your mind or do you love your body or do you love both? Because when you're saying that, learn to love you, what I'm seeing for myself is I really like the kind of mind and the way I think. I love the way I think.
Yeah.
And the way I interact with people and the connections I have with people.
For sure. I think just love your mind first, man.
Love your mind first,
For sure.
and then you can work on your body.
Yeah. You need to love your mind. Your mind comes before your body.
Yeah.
Right? And your mind controls all.
Yeah.
Your mind controls your body, bro.
Yeah.
So like, you need to just love your mind and make your mind think the right way as well. Because like everyone's mind's different, but you need to just have a mind where create. Even I think with minds, you need to create your mind genuinely.
Wow.
Because my mind changed a lot from when I was younger, and that's how my life changed.
Yeah.
Mind comes. That's where the term mindset comes from, innit? From your mind.
Yeah.
By shaping your mind in a unique way,
and
making sure that the way you think and feel stays in this certain element, it's the way to move forward.
Yeah.
If you got a mind where you think, you know what, I'm positive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like receptive with great energy. Everyone loves me. Not in a cocky way, just like seeing the world in a bright way rather than a dark way.
Yeah.
By shaping your mind that way, your body changes, literally, and you open so many more better conversations, better interactions, and better opportunities. So I think the first thing is shaping your mind. Yeah. That's who you are. Yeah. That's who you are. You're not your body or your head or your face or your hair. Yeah. Your mind is the first person you need to do it. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's tricky because it's easier said than done.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? It's easy to say when you've kind of mastered it. Yeah. But we all know it wasn't that easy to begin with.
It's probably not something you thought about on the journey.
No, you don't. You don't think I'm going to change my mind.
Okay, final question. And this is a big one because I know the fans are going to want to know. What is your favourite exercise in the gym?
Let me think, man. No one's ever
taking this so
honestly,
seriously. I'm
Will.
So happy.
Well, no one's asked me that before.
Really?
No. So I actually think about that.
I'm so proud of myself.
I genuinely think about that because I'm thinking it's nothing on leg day. I hate all the leg day exercises.
No.
Leg
Does anybody like leg day?
Nah. What's my favorite exercise? I genuinely think my favorite exercise is I love like the bar, right? What's that bar? Easy bar.
The S one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ben, yeah.
I just love a cool, like, strong curl with that. Okay. Because when I'm doing like bench press, I'm worried about it's too heavy. I'm thinking about it too much. Yeah, right? Yeah. And over chest ones, there's too much thinking's going on because it's a lot of heavy movement. I love just a nice bicep curl, bro. Yeah. I know it sounds a bit gym-bro-y.
No, I get it. I respect it.
It sounds gym-bro-y, but like, it just feels good, man. Yeah. It's like when people think about gym, they think about the bicep curl, don't they? Yeah. People go like that for gym.
No, 100%. 100%.
I love a good bicep curl.
Yeah, awesome.
With the easy bar, just standing straight, upright, looking in the mirror, curling, man.
Yeah. What a way to end. Rich, thank you so much for your time. Honestly, like a conversation which I didn't know which direction it was going to go in. Yeah. But actually digging into all the reasons of why you went in the direction is so interesting because I don't feel a lot of people will be able to resonate with some of the stuff you've been saying and what you were thinking at the time. And it's super powerful having these kind of transparent conversations about your journey up till now.
It's true.
It's going to help people. So I really appreciate your time. So thank you so much for coming on the Valley of Outlaws.
Thanks for having me. And guys, one day Valley of Outlaws is going to be a huge podcast. Guys,
he said it.
Stay tuned.
Yes, please do. Right. Cheers, brother. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Valley of Outlaws podcast. If you did enjoy it, please share, like and subscribe. And please tell all your friends about it. We are very excited for where this is going to go. We've got people to speak to and stories to tell. Thank you.